Just a very quick video today, folks, on this pleasant lunchtime. It's yesterday. I don't even know what the weather's like when you're watching this, but I'm hoping it's very pleasant. Anyway, winter's not really setting, though, is it? It's not freezing. It's not chilly, certainly. I did notice a little link. And I know. Yesterday I did a video saying there would be no imminent signings, but as I say, I'm just saying what's out there. I can tell you whether we're signing anyone or whether we wouldn't. If you pinned me down and held a gun to me head, I would say we will sign someone. I think we will. I think that Chicharito money is still there. But here's the link I saw: Suso, who I think is at AC Milan at the moment, but you might remember him because he was at Liverpool. He wasn't a superstar for Liverpool or anything like that, but he was there. And there's one thing that strikes me about this deal. I would say deal. It's not a deal. But I do think there is some interest. And there's no smoke without fire. This is the third or fourth time we have been linked to this guy. And you know what worries me most about this link? You've guessed it. He's slow. I think, what is it? Why do we keep looking at slow players? I mean, he's slow. He's not a snail, but bearing in mind he's an attacker, he's slow. He's very, very slow. If he was any slower, he'd be going back in time. And I just don't understand the fixation and fascination with slow players. You can have one or two. We all remember how how slow Teddy Sheringham was. He was an intelligent player. That's absolutely fine. But bearing in mind, you're looking at what we need. You're looking at how the team have struggled so far this season. Surely someone quick is what we need. As I say, there might not be genuine interest. We might not sign this player. We might not sign anybody. For the love of God, please, can we be linked with some quick players, particularly attackers? I don't know if you noticed as well, there was a list that came out probably middle of the week, and it was Frank Lampards Finds list. And it was, I don't know how they come about it. Obviously, someone at the training ground has taken a picture, and it's a list of fines for things like turning up late for training, missing training, your phone going off, which I think that's a really, really good one. Because I absolutely hate it when, when players are walking towards a coach and make a beeline for the coach and they get their head down and they pretend they're on their phones, they've got their earphones stuck in and stuff like that. I hate that, and I do think phones, by and large, if you're trying to create a team environment, are going to be quite unsociable things anyway, and very, very distracting. So I really liked what he'd implemented there. And in many respects, I thought maybe it didn't go far enough, particularly, $2,500 fines for people that are on 200 grand a week, a couple of grand, you're not going to miss it. But regardless, I think it sets the tone. I think it sets the precedent that we will not accept any nonsense, that this is hard. And I guess when he went in there following the previous manager, he had to lay down a marker and he had to say, this is how it's going to be under me. Don't think that I'm good old Frank Lampard and record goal scorer for Chelsea and everything's going to be easy because I was just recently a player and I'm one of the boys. He had to put his marker down. He had to set out exactly what he wanted to do. Why am I talking about Frank Lampard? Well, I'll tell you. I saw an article when it was Pellegrini, and it was about Pellegrini being confident that we will turn things around because they're just going to keep working on what they've been working on, and he's confident in his methods. And I thought, well, that's crazy. Surely that's crazy, or is it just pig-headedness? Is it just too stubborn for his own good? Because I would suggest exactly now is the time for placing down a marker. Exactly now is the point for getting into training, particularly where we have this extended international break. Not too many of our players are internationals. You wouldn't be able to tell, would you? So most of the people are at the training ground. Now is the time for drawing a line in the sand and for saying to them all, actually, what's gone before, forget it. We're in trouble now. now's the time for double drills, for double training. Remember when Moyes came in? He said the fitness levels were low. He wanted to get everybody going again. That's what Pellegrini really needs to be doing now. He needs to be going back to basics. And in many respects, I think he almost needs to change everything. Because what we get from Pellegrini, when he says things like, oh, I'm confident in my methods and I'm confident things will get better, they're platitudes. It's a platitude or a cliche in the way that he says a big team mentality, big club mentality. Well, it's not, and it doesn't matter. And actually, we don't need a big club mentality at the moment. We don't need tippy-tappy. We don't need this, that and the other. If anything, we need a small club mentality. We need a Wimbledon mentality. I mean, Wimbledon of the old days, before the club got carved up. We need some grit. We need some determination. And he needs to make it really, really clear to the players that he's going to take no nonsense. So his demeanour's got to change. His tactics have got to change because it's just clearly not working. I think some of the personnel have got to change as well. And by hook or by crook, he's got to try and get some of the youngsters in the team, particularly Nathan Holland, because, going back to the start of the video, because Nathan's quick. And that's what we need in the team. Why do you not throw young players in the team? Because I guess you think they're not going to do well. That's fine. I think it's absolutely fine to have that sort of cautious mentality. And with Nathan Trott, I would take that. I would accept that Nathan Trott is not the time to jettison him and shoehorn him into the team at the moment. Because I think what a young goalkeeper needs for confidence is probably a clean sheet, probably some comfortable, easy games. And you're just not going to get that at West Ham at the moment. Because the stats show that we're absolutely porous. We really are. We are like a colander. And you don't want to put a young goalkeeper in a team where he's going to receive double shots per game. But I do think for an outfield player, it's slightly different. The midfield is suffering a huge injury crisis, or certainly a concerning injury crisis, should we say. So why not bring Powell in? Why not give him a go? We've learnt that Michail Antonio is not going to be back for the Tottenham game. He seems to be taking Felipe Anderson off, as Gio alluded to during the cup of tea, almost every game. So there's our pace. It's gone. So why not bring Nathan Holland in? I don't understand why he's not doing it, actually, particularly in the case of Holland. Because what Holland does is he is direct. He runs. He will turn you inside, he will turn out. He will go left or he will go right. But when I say he's direct, he won't do a trick for trick's sake. He's very quick. He plays with his head up as well. He don't look down at his feet. He knows where the ball. He's got full control of football. He will knock it past the player. And then what he will do is he will either try and pass, or he will cross, or he will shoot. And when he does either of those things, they're done with a purpose. You almost feel with Anderson, when we're looking at him squandering possession, it's almost an apologetic pass, isn't it? It's almost like he's scared and frightened to make a mistake. And because of that, there's not a confidence in the pass. He's not giving it the full Monty, so to speak. That's not how Nathan Holland plays football. Every cross has a whip on it. It's done with pace and it's done with purpose. Every pass is played at pace. That's not saying he doesn't have any subtlety at all, but he plays the pass with pace and then he moves and he gets into position. It's pass and move. And at the moment we are passing, but we're not playing pass and move, we're playing pass and stand still. And that's a confidence thing. And you'd like to think that Pellegrini, and this is why he's got to change what he's doing, is a pass and move manager. That's probably his ethos. That's probably what they're doing in training. But they get into a game situation and they're nervous because things are not going right. And when things are not going right, they're going to need instruction. They need instruction from the manager. So I want him to be stern. I want him to be harsh. I put on, we were talking about managers. And someone was speaking about Roy Keane. I don't think Roy Keane's the right person for West Ham per se, but I like his attitude. I like what he does. and somebody came up, and he was a West Ham fan. I can't remember his name. I do apologise. I should have screenshotted it and whatnot. But he lives in and around Ipswich, and he says he didn't want Roy Keane because Roy Keane upset the Ipswich players. They ruined Ipswich. He wasn't. He was good at Sunderland. He was poor at Ipswich, if you remember, Roy Keane. But actually, the concept of upsetting the players, I don't disagree with at all. I think they've had it far too easy with this whole mantra of pass it to one another. We're respectful to one another. We will play it. We will be true to our beliefs. We will be true to the footballing philosophy. Don't worry, lads. Keep passing it. Keep doing this. It will come good. I don't think it is. I think they need a rocket up the backside. The tactics need changing. The personnel need changing. And if he's going to keep his job, then Pellegrini needs to turn into a mean guy. Has he got it in him? I don't know. But that's how I think things should be going down at the training ground during the international break. Whether they are, whether they're not, is another matter entirely. Right, I'm gonna buzz off now. I just like to point you towards the fact I did join the Free Hammers for a podcast earlier on in the week. I know they would very much appreciate it if you'd pop over there. Give it a look if you haven't done already. And while you're there, click a little subscribe on their channel. They're good guys, West Ham through and through. And when you get bored of hearing me talk, which you must be, I'm talking every day. That's why I'm having to talk down in the garden, because the missus, everyone's sick of hearing me talk. You can go and have a listen to them. I will catch up with you soon. I don't know what we're doing videos over the weekend. I'm sure me and Gia will do a video. I'll try and do a something. Maybe we'll do a little interactive one. I've not done an interactive one, and we'll just keep it alive with Gonzo or something like that. And I don't know. We make it up as we go along. Could do with some good news, couldn't we? But not Suso. I don't want Suso.